The story of The Benny Hill Show is one of extraordinary rise, global fame, and eventual controversy that reflected changing cultural attitudes toward comedy. For decades, the program entertained millions with its fast-paced slapstick, visual gags, and musical sketches. Its creator and star became one of Britain's most recognizable comedic figures, admired for his expressive performance style and universal humor. However, beneath the laughter, the show increasingly faced criticism as social norms evolved. What was once seen as playful and cheeky entertainment began to be questioned, leading to debate, backlash, and ultimately the end of a television era. Early life and influences. Alfred Hawthorne Hill, later known as Benny Hill, was born in Southampton, England in the 1920s. His upbringing exposed him to performance traditions, particularly through his grandfather, who had worked as a circus clown. Hill experienced a wide range of early jobs, including working in shops, driving, and performing music, all of which shaped his observational humor. These varied experiences later influenced his ability to portray different characters on screen. Inspired by British music, hall, comedy, and performers like Jack Benny, he developed a comedic identity rooted in physical humor, timing, and exaggerated expression. Military service and entertainment training. During World War II, Hill served in the British Army, where he trained in mechanical and technical roles. He was deployed in Europe and later joined the Combined Services Entertainment Division, which provided performances for troops. This experience proved crucial to his development as an entertainer, giving him direct exposure to live audiences in challenging environments. Performing for soldiers taught him timing, adaptability, and audience awareness. It also allowed him to experiment with comedy under pressure. These wartime experiences helped shape his confidence and laid the foundation for his future success in television entertainment. Early career in radio and television. After the war, Hill began his entertainment career in radio, appearing on variety programs that showcased comedy and music acts. His talent for timing and character-based humor quickly gained attention. Radio success eventually led to television appearances in the early 1950s, where visual performance added a new dimension to his work. He embraced physical comedy, facial expressions, and silent gags, which became defining features of his style. Although his early television roles varied in success, they helped him refine his craft and establish himself as a versatile performer, capable of adapting to different formats. Rise of the Benny Hill Show. The Benny Hill Show premiered in the mid-1950s and quickly became a defining program in British comedy. Its format blended sketches, musical numbers, and parody, drawing inspiration from traditional music hall entertainment. Hill's humor relied heavily on slapstick, double meanings, and visual storytelling. The show stood out for its fast editing and lively pacing, which kept audiences engaged. Over time, it developed a distinctive identity that appealed to viewers across different age groups. Hill's ability to perform multiple characters in a single episode contributed to the show's growing popularity and long-term success on television. Cast, format, and BBC era development. During its early years on the BBC, the show featured a rotating ensemble of supporting actors who helped bring sketches to life. These performers played essential roles in establishing recurring comedic patterns and character dynamics. Hill often portrayed exaggerated versions of authority figures, fools, and everyday individuals, while supporting cast members acted as foils. The show also experimented with live and pre-recorded segments, allowing for creative flexibility. This era was marked by experimentation and growth, as Hill refined his comedic voice and developed recurring themes that would later define the program's international appeal. Thames. Television and global success. A major turning point came when the show transitioned to Thames Television, which allowed for longer, more polished episodes. This shift gave Hill greater creative control and production value, enabling more elaborate sketches and cinematic chase sequences. The program became an international success, broadcast in numerous countries and translated across cultures despite its minimal dialogue. Its visual humor proved universally accessible. Hill's global fame expanded rapidly during this period, making him one of the most recognizable television comedians in the world. The show's energetic style and unique format set it apart from other comedies of its time. Comedy style and production techniques. The show's signature style combined physical comedy, parody, and rapid editing. One of its most famous features was the choreographed chase sequence, often filmed using undercranked camera techniques to create exaggerated speed. These sequences involved chaotic pursuits through various settings, accompanied by lively music. Hill's performance relied heavily on visual exaggeration, facial expressions, and mime-like movement. Supporting cast members added to the comedic chaos, often playing exaggerated stereotypes. The absence of heavy dialogue allowed humor to transcend language barriers, contributing to the show's widespread international appeal and long-lasting recognition. Controversy and changing cultural attitudes. By the late 1970s and 1980s, the show began facing increasing criticism. What had once been considered harmless slapstick humor was now being reevaluated under changing social norms. Critics argued that certain sketches objectified women and relied on outdated stereotypes. While many viewers still enjoyed the program, public discourse around media representation was shifting. A few particular sketches sparked stronger backlash, intensifying debate about whether the humor remained acceptable. These controversies did not immediately end the show, but they contributed to growing discomfort among broadcasters and audiences as cultural expectations evolved. Decline and cancellation. As criticism increased and television tastes changed, the show's popularity gradually declined. Production values and audience expectations were shifting toward new styles of comedy that emphasized dialogue and character-driven storytelling. Although the program still had a loyal fan base, it struggled to maintain its earlier dominance. Eventually, broadcasters decided to discontinue the series in the late 1980s. The cancellation marked the end of an era in British television comedy. Despite its decline, the show remained widely recognized, continuing to air in reruns and maintaining a lasting cultural legacy, both praised and debated. Conclusion. The Benny Hill Show remains one of the most influential and controversial comedy programs in television history. It brought physical comedy to a global audience and showcased the power of visual humor across language barriers. At the same time, it also reflected the cultural attitudes of its era, which later came under scrutiny as societal values changed. Its rise and fall illustrate how entertainment is shaped by evolving public perception. Today, the show is remembered both for its comedic innovation and for the debates it sparked, securing its place in television history as a landmark production.